our senior guys to determine who best embodies GS. With such an impressive group of gentlemen, we couldn't have just anyone host tonight's evening. Joining me tonight is a guy who is cut above the rest. His long flowing locks would make any girl jealous. He hit the best shot in the biggest tennis match of the year as part of the JV team. And he is so talented that he is the only member of his section in the marching band. By the way, did I mention that he has his pilot's license? Please welcome my co-host, Mr. Kane Claflin.
Our second MC can be found spoiling princess movies on the band bus. Jewess once bet that she could not scorpion kick herself in the head, and she almost gave herself a concussion. She was our 2017 homecoming queen, as well as Mary Poppins. And now she'll be my co-host for Mr. GS Pageant. Please welcome Miss Audrey Johnson.
Thank you, Queen. Tonight we have 11 of Greensburg, Salem's finest young men who have spent their entire lives preparing for this moment. We will see their hard work pay off as they vie for the title of Mr. GS.
That's right, Audrey. Our contestants will be competing in the title for the following categories: GS Mirror Wear, followed by the talent competition. After a 10-minute intermission, when you can vote for your favorite contestant, we will end the evening with our formal wear and interview portion. All right, it's time to get our competition started and get a look at our gentlemen in their brown and gold.
To kick things off, we have Darren Byrne. Darren's fast, funny, but most of all, cute. He is a USATF regional track champion and soccer MVP, but most importantly, a dog at Fortnite. Top 1,000, baby! His ideal date includes 10 big chickens off the dollar menu and a late-night session at the library. He describes his style as fabulous. Darren is a men's pageant messiah that bleeds brown and gold. He has never lost a pageant and says that he never will. Please welcome our first contestant, Mr. Darren Byrne.
Up next, we have Mr. Kevin Braswell. When asked to describe himself, Kevin said he was goofy and happy. He is so intelligent that he only spells it with one L. When he's not playing Minithon, Kevin can be found on the football field. As a member of the track team, he used to have a fear of the hurdles, but he got over it. Kevin likes to dress comfy but not bummy. His idols are his brother Keith and Mr. Bo. One thing that you'd be surprised to know is that Kevin, he loves you. In 15 years, he plans to be 33 and rich. Kevin believes he should win Mr. GS because he is the prettiest. Mr. Kevin Braswell.
Next we have Will Gongaware. Will is charming and witty. He's a member of the NHS Spanish Club wrestling team and was second team all-conference in football. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is a firm believer that effort creates football. Will's ideal date includes Olive Garden and a movie. His biggest role model is his mom because she is the strongest woman he knows. There's 15 minutes or 15 years, Will will always be hungry. He believes that he should be Mr. GS because he embodies everything that is Greensburg, Salem. For Will, every day is a great day to be a golden lion. Mr. Will Gongaware.
Please welcome Jeremy Mauser. When asked to describe himself, Jeremy says that he is awkward, smiley, and hungry. It's these qualities that helped him get elected the senior class president and earn mock trial state championship. His style is flannels and shirts that advertise colleges that he will never attend. Jeremy's idol is Mr. Gazy because he's shown him just how chill an awkward person can be. Jeremy is a black belt in Taekwondo, and did we mention that he's a mock trial state champion? After high school, Jeremy plans to sign up for student loans and find another school he can preside over. Let's give it up for Mr. President and mock trial state champion, Jeremy Mauser.
Up next, we have Mr. 1K, formerly known as Mr. Marvell McGowan. Marvell balances school and sports. He is heavily involved in the Student Council Association along with the National Honor Society. Marvell is also on our track and field team and a 3-year varsity letterman on the basketball team. Along with that prestigious achievement, he scored 1,000 career points and was on the WIPIO first team, along and that the curls get all the girls. After high school, he plans on attending a 4-year college and majoring in basketball while playing biology. Please welcome Mr. 1K Marvell McAllen.
Greetings, loved one.
Michael Petrovoni.
Let's take a check.
Michael is charming, funny, and handsome. As a member of the SCA, he once saved a child from falling into the water at Twin Lakes. Outside of school, you can find Michael admiring his beautiful hair or on a date. That includes a nice long car ride to Taco Bell. His mom is his biggest idol because she works harder than anyone else he knows. In 15 years, Michael says that he will be 15 years older. He believes he should be Mr. GS because he's an all-around good guy and tries to be nice to everyone no matter what. Michael Petrovoni.
Jesse Quancy. Jesse is awkward, athletic, and smart. He's a championship wrestler and is the person most likely to use a word no one understands. That is when he actually does speak. Jesse's ideal day would be spent at an all-you-can-eat buffet the day after wrestling season ends. He would like to follow in the footsteps of pit wrestler Tyler Wilkes, wrestle at the collegiate level, and attend a med school. Jesse has earned many pins in his career, but winning Mr. DS would be his biggest. Jesse Quancy.
Next, we have Mr. Tyler Raymer. Tyler is talkative, funny, and outgoing. He is a 4-year letter winner for the soccer team and wants everyone to know that kickers are football players too. However, Tyler's proudest accomplishment is winning Powerpuff Gang as a member of the cheerleading squad. After graduation, he hopes to attend college to study the science of the cartwheel in hopes to one day prove that cheerleading is, in fact, a sport. Tyler's ideal date includes a concert featuring one of his favorite artists, Taylor Swift, the Jonas Brothers, and the old Miley Cyrus. Tyler would like to thank Mr. Bo for introducing him to these amazing artists. Although tough on the outside, Tyler is still scared of the monsters underneath his bed. Why should he win Mr. GS? Because Mr. GS and Tyler Raymer just sound right together. Mr. Tyler Raymer.
John Scozzalotti. Mr. Scozzalotti is creative, chill, and sarcastic. John is a member of the NHS, Drumline, Track and Field Team, and the Technology Student Association. His ideal date is a couch, some sugar cookies, and either television or the internet. When it comes to fashion, if it's comfortable, he'll wear it. His favorite thing about himself is his creative capability in the arts, whether it's writing, animating, or composing, and he hopes to one day be a content creator. In 15 years, he hopes to be an established content creator with his original animation series called Rantable. John believes he should be Mr. GS because of his reputation to make others smile. Mr. John Scozzalotti.
Introducing Mr. Joey Williams. Joey is a man of many words. He describes himself as funny, athletic, but most of all, beautiful, especially his smile. He was named second team all-conference in football and says that he could take Jesse Quancy in a wrestling match. Joey's ideal date includes watching his favorite Disney princess movie, Beauty and the Beast, with his beautiful girlfriend. His sense of style is wearing athletic clothing, including his wrestling singlet. Joey's role model is Mr. Bo because he wants to be just like him one day. In 15 years, Joey wants to be married to Taylor Swift, and he believes that he should win Mr. GS because he's best looking. Mr. Joey Williams.
Last but certainly not least, we have Jake Wyman. Jake is goofy, awesome, and funny. Jake is a member of the football, baseball, and Titan teams. He loves his personality, and his biggest honor is being the class clown. Want to go on a date with Jake? Be ready for an evening playing Fortnite. Jake wishes that everyone he knew was a Pokemon master. His role model is Ash Ketchum because he's the very best and he's got to catch them all. After analyzing his opponents, Jake believes he is superior to them in all and every way. And he should win the title of Mr. DS. Mr. Jake Wyman.
an incredible start for the night. Let's give it up for everyone. Not only do they have an incredible amount of school spirit, but they're also very talented.
Our first performer is best known for his performance on the field and on the track. We're about to get a look at Darren's intense workout routine.
Up next, we have first team all-conference football player Kevin playing the Island Song.
Okay. I'm gonna sing a song, and if you know, I suppose you can sing it with me, but you probably won't know. You guys hear that pretty well? Come along with me to a town beside the sea. We can wander through the forest and do so as we please. Come along with me to a cliff under a tree as we gaze upon the water in everlasting dream. All of my affections, I give them all to you. Maybe by next summer, we won't have changed our tunes. That's about it.
Thanks, Kevin. Up next, we will have Jeremy showcasing his dancing skills.
much, Jeremy. Now we have Will with his performance. I guess Will's in the toilet or something. So let's move on to Marvell with one of his hidden talents.
Up next, Michael performing one incredible magic trick.
All right. So I want to start off by saying I gotta give Mr. Gazy a lot of props. He's letting me use a mic. You know, I can stand up and say anything I want. Yeah. You know I won't though. I'll be good. Okay. So I'm gonna do a card trick, but I need someone from the audience. And I know Kara Ash is in here, and I want to put her on the spot. So please come up here. Hi, Kara. Can you hold the mic for me? All right. Okay. So it's a real deck of cards. Can you prove this?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You want to pick a card? You want to show the audience? Yeah. You know what card it is?
Yeah.
Okay. On the top. This one?
Good try.
I think it's all safe. So, I'm not very good at magic, but it'd be really magical if you went to prom with me. So, yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow, that is a hard act to follow up on. But Jesse Quatzi is going to try with the guitar solo.
Great job, Jesse. Our next contestant not only gets it done on the field, but also in the kitchen. Here's Tyler with a culinary masterpiece.
As a boy, they said he dreamed too big. He told them they dreamed too small. They told him it was time for doubt, but he said it was time for dominance. They said man cannot fly. He said maybe, but I'll try. It It was only when he became a grown man, a man of character, a man of integrity, a man who embodies the greatness that is a golden lion, that he could pursue his dream to become champion of Greensburg, Salem. Peeling over the hills of Greensburg, the sunlight gilds with golden beams to shine on his arrival, and his victories shall forever be etched onto the sign at Offutt Field. The meatball, chicken wing, and Olive Garden breadstick eating champion of Greensburg, the #1 eater of Greensburg, Salem, I give you, Will Gogower! animated series and some of his original composition, and he's been working on that for a little while. So next up, we have Joey Williams, who will be competing in a championship bout against Luke Ewing.
Congrats, Joey. With our final contestant, we have a Pokemon Master, Jake.
Gentlemen, first I'd like to introduce me and my partner. I'm Ash Ketchum, a Pokemon Master, and this is my partner Pikachu, and we're gonna go on an adventure. Oh my gosh, Pikachu, watch out! It's a Charmander! Prepare for battle, Pikachu! Pikachu, use Scratch! Watch out! Pikachu, finish her off with a Thunder Punch! Good job, Pikachu!
Wow, how about our contestants? This is quite something else.
We will now take a 10-minute intermission. You will have the opportunity to purchase tickets in the lobby to vote for the Fan Favorite Award. Remember that all proceeds benefit student activities sponsored by the SCA.
So we have Mr. Bo, Mr. Deal, Mr. Manley, and our student judge, Cindy Gaines.
So we're just going to ask you guys a few questions while they're getting set up backstage. How do you think the show's going so far?
I feel like we've had some contestants come out of the gates pretty strong. We've had some others who have a little bit of ground to make up. Okay, so I'm looking forward to the second half of this one.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Bo, who do you think on stage has the nicest hairstyle?
Ooh, that's tough. Definitely not Joey Williams. I'm going to leave that to Sid. We actually talked earlier as judges and any other questions we weren't sure about. We were just going to tell you that Sid.
I don't know.
Good answer, good answer.
Can you describe your perfect Mr. GS to us?
Whoa.
You can just take it.
Why don't you just stand up and show it? Mr. GS right here, huh? Give it up! Let's pass this one to Sid.
Next question. What is your name?
Oh, my name's Sydney Gatons.
Give her one more round of applause for our judges. Our final category of the question portion of the competition. Each contestant will choose a question at random and will be judged on their formal wear and their answer.
Alright, so before we get started, we would like to thank Men's Warehouse for donating the formal wear tonight. A round of applause for that.
Alright, first up we have Mr. Darren Byrne, escorted by Miss Jillian Perez. Who is the one influential person that you want to meet, and what do you want to learn from him or her?
I'd like to meet Superman because he knows how to fly, and I like to run fast, so that's my most influential person I'd like to meet.
Darren Byrne.
Next up, we have Mr. Kevin Braswell, escorted by Miss Brianna Franzino. What do you think is the single most critical problem young people are facing today, and how can we deal with it?
Can I pick another question? I think that world peace is a very big issue in today's world. I have no solution just yet, but I'm working on that. I'll let you know when that's done and ready. So,
Thank you, Mr. Kevin Braswell.
Next we have Mr. Will Gongaware, escorted by Miss Emily Earl. What is your favorite memory at GS?
well, I wanted to have a funny response for this question, but I don't really know how to answer it that way. Huh? World peace.
Now we have Mr. Jeremy Mauser, escorted by the lovely
Next we have Mr. Marvell McGowan, escorted by Miss Jessica Prentice.
Here is Michael Petroboni, escorted by Miss Jordan Mitchell. What is one word you would use to describe yourself and explain why it best describes you?
Feed the hungry.
And now we have Mr. Jesse Quatty, escorted by Miss Emma Turin. Best describes you, and why?
I'd probably say summer because I'm really laid back and don't do much besides wrestling.
Jesse Quatty.
Now we have Mr. Tyler Raymer, escorted by Miss Autumn Sarsfield. What is the most important extracurricular activity you are involved in and why?
I'm gonna have to say the GS pageant, because it's been the best time of my life.
Tyler Raymer.
Up next is Mr. John Scazzalotti, escorted by Miss Emma Andrasco. What is your most embarrassing moment?
Well, there was this moment in band camp. Band camp was a special time for me. We were practicing on the field, and at one point in time, we were bored, so we decided to toss around a football, you know, the old pigskin. And, you know, while we were doing this, I caught the ball, and I felt really proud of myself, because I don't know how to do that. And I felt so happy, I threw it against the ground, and it proceeded to bounce immediately back up into my face. As you do.
Sorry to hear that, John. John Scazzalotti.
Now we have Joey Williams, escorted by Miss Taylor Short.
wish would be to end world hunger. The second wish would be world peace, and the third wish would be unlimited wishes. Why? Obviously, world peace is the grand goal in life. World hunger would, everyone likes food. And unlimited wishes, so in case I've forgotten the wishes, I'll wish for them later.
Great job. Take one.
This is a tough competition. I don't know how you guys are thinking, but I don't know how these judges are ever going to decide who is Mr. GS. So while they are doing that, we are going to introduce our event chairs, Taylor Sharp and Erica Cristaletti.
We'd like to thank everyone here tonight because if you weren't here, we couldn't do any of this. We'd also like to thank Men's Warehouse because they donated 5 tuxes, I think, and without that, we wouldn't have tuxes. And obviously the board and administration for allowing us to do all of this.
And we'd also like to thank our 4 wonderful judges, Mr. Deal, Mr. Bowe, Mr. Manley, and Cindy Gatens. Give them a round of applause. And we'd also like to thank the Student Council Association and Mr. Gazy for making this all possible. So, thank you.
Thank you, Taylor and Erica. We would now like to invite all of our contestants and their escorts back onto the stage. Let's give another round of applause for Taylor and Erica for all the hard work they put into this event. Also, one more thank you to Men's Warehouse for their generous donation.
One big round of applause. And how about a hand for the beautiful girl walking across the stage? Favorite that was determined by your votes. Our fan favorite is Jesse Quatsi. Thank you.